This might be
It's just glass.
the coolest clip ever.
Oh.
And it's not even a dude.
Hey girls, so I want to give you girls a little bit more tips on how I manipulate men. And I told you girls, when you first meet a guy, listen to everything they're saying because you can use their strength and their weaknesses against them. So for example, if they're a businessman and they're constantly bragging about how good they are, their businesses are going, you can say, babe, I know that you're struggling a little bit and I'm not too sure if you can help me out, but A, B, and C, D, this is what I need. They are going to be triggered. They're going to be like, wait, what do you mean, babe? I can help you out. I'm not struggling financially. Like, what are you talking about? You are triggering emotion out of them to get something you want.
This lady starts off, she's a hustler, right? And she's like, oh, when you meet a guy, listen to him and use what he says against him. So she's like, if the guy's like, I'm doing great with business, be like, oh, I know that, you're not, maybe you can't, swing it, but like, I need help with this stuff. And it'll trigger him, like in his insecurity, to be like, no, I can help you out. So it's a good way to trick him into giving you money. It's wild.
Do you see where I'm coming? And you girls are like so scared. Y'all just have to be bold for this and make it sound very innocent. You do not want to offend him. We can do this with our baby voices. If he's a doctor, you can use his strengths against him. Like, he's super smart. You can say, babe, I know you're just a doctor, but do you know anything about this? He's gonna be like, yeah, just because I'm a doctor doesn't mean I don't know. He will give you full-on details on everything. He'll probably even do research to tell you about this topic. Like, use these guys' strengths to their advantage to get what you want out of them.
Fucking
the coolest.
I mean, she basically was like, you need research done.
Jesus Christ.
Hit up a doctor. Be like, do you know anything about it? And see if he will. God damn.
For example, if he used to say he used to have a really abusive dad, you can call him later on in the relationship. This is all fake. You can make up a fake ass story and be like, baby, I just got off the phone with my dad and he was yelling at me and he told me like he's not paying my car insurance anymore and I just don't know what to do. I don't know who to talk to. Do you have any advice? Now that he has that kind of connection with you and the dad relationship with his, he is going to step up and he's going to be like, well, babe, how much is it? How much is it? Like, are you okay? Yada, yada. It's all a big ass mind game.
Oh, shit.
Jesus.
She is.
She's the coolest.
Fucking, I mean, this is like, we got to get a new portrait up here.
I know. We have to put a special spot for her because this is other level awful.
I mean,
this is kind of what Mystery was saying.
But worse.
Negging.
Yeah.
But that's just to get pussy.
Can I
She
tell
wants
you-
to ruin this guy's life.
It's just about getting him to pay for shit. But can I tell you the big giveaway, actually, honestly, if you're a guy and you're like, oh, I'm hesitant about if a woman that you're dating, like starting to date, asks for anything.
Yeah.
Like ever plants the seed of like,
give me stuff.
I need something right now. That is the sign. It doesn't have to even be manipulative and like, like she's doing where like it's like fucking with your head. It's like nobody who goes out on a date or two should be hearing like, God, I really need new tires. Yeah. Like, like that's,
I know.
That right there is your sign.
So weird.
And you only fall for it if you're just desperate for it at that point.
That's a good point. That's a good point.
Yeah. No, I mean, it's completely inappropriate.
I could use some new tires.
Like if when that shit is like a couple dates in, if someone's asking for stuff, it couldn't be more clear.
It's like, babe, my phone bill's due. I can't pay it. But that's so evil that she's like, find out if he's got daddy issues.
Yeah.
And then you manipulate based on what his things are. That's really dark.
I mean, if you really want to, like have fun with somebody like that, like if they're like, God, my car insurance, you should be like, oh yeah, there's this website. Well, they'll compare all the auto rates for you. And they even switch over for you. Like
go to that bitch.
Yeah, you should tell them. And also, by the way, renter's insurance is really important. If you don't have renter's insurance, just give them all that. Just see them be like, I know.
She's getting high level guys. It sounds.
Well, yeah,
like.
I mean, she's
that sucks.
She's a pretty girl. Her titty's out. At least one of them is. I don't know if the hair is covering the other one or if it's missing, but she has a nice left breast and a pretty face. And there are these are pariahs. Like there's psychos in the world. They really are. This is a person who is just out. And actually, I think this kind of person cannot be fixed.
Oh no, she's a sociopath.
Yeah, you cannot get this girl to change this behavior. You can like isolate, you can put her in an environment where she could do less damage, but this person will always be out to take and will never feel guilt about that.
But what kind of
guy?
The
other thing you could do is if someone like that, and you could just fucking throw him off that balcony. She's pretty high up right there.
I hate her. But what kind of guy falls for this? Remember, because we had a guy friend who was falling for that kind of stuff. Do you remember?
Yeah, of course I remember. You don't have to go into any more detail.
Yeah.
It's like, this is like you being like, spoiler alert. Yeah, of course I remember. It's clear, of course. Like she is the same as a wild animal, a cat,
a toddler or something. Yeah.
No. I mean, like a lion or a cheetah. Everybody assumes that those animals attack other strong animals. They don't. They look for the weak ones.
That's true.
They look for the old and the ones that are falling apart. Somebody like this seeks out a guy who has a job. There's guys that have like good jobs, but they're insecure. Like you can just tell by their appearance or in a quick conversation. Guy who's really savvy and on it, she's going to walk away from in a second. She wants the guy who's like sweet.
Yep.
Sweet guy and she'll just be like, I'm just like give him a little attention.
Oh, attention, yeah.
Show
Titties.
up with that kind of outfit, and the guy's gonna be like, because he just wants the affection, the attention.
I know. To me, it always seemed like this is so much more work than just getting a job and paying your own bills.
I know, but you know what it is though? It's about the win.
That's what's creepy.
That's what drives her.
That's what's scary.
What really fuels her is that she got the guy to do it. She planted her seed. She does her game because the thrill is in the game for her.
Ooh, that's dirty.
Finding the guy, talking to the guy, planting that seed, and then all of a sudden your insurance is paid, and she's just like,
that's what she likes.
Yeah, it's the thrill of the win.
This bitch is a real psycho.
She's a real psycho. Yeah, she really is. There's more.
Use their strengths against them, their weaknesses against them. And even when I was telling you girls, like in the beginning, just listen to everything they're saying so you have an idea on who you're really talking to, how the way you can talk to them. Because it's just like very like reverse psychology. Think about it. You tell somebody they're not going to do something, they're going to do something to prove to you that they can, especially if they can do it. You know what I mean?
She's really cool.
Yeah.
Remember I told you girls, boost the fuck out of their ego. The reason why I tell you girls to do that is because I want you girls to break their ego before you ask for something. So let's say before you ask for a phone or something to get paid, you can be like, babe, back then, did they have phones? So you can remind him that you're the prize and he's older than you. He's going to be like, this is that. And then you can ask him for something because now he's reminded, she's the pretty girl here. I'm the one, she's the prize. Got to put these guys in check sometimes.
She don't pack nobody's lunch.
Yeah, no.
Never. Not one lunch. She no packing.
I mean,
she crazy. She thinks that she all that, like her? Dude. She ain't that cute.
I'm sorry. What
I said, you like her?
Do I like her?
Yeah.
Fuck this chick.
Fuck this chick.
Fuck this chick. I would do some damage to this chick if we hooked up. It would just be a battle of that shit. But the reality, she's playing games that don't exist. It's like she's saying, use their strengths against them, use their weaknesses against them. Yeah. What do you got to put these guys in check? What is she even saying? It's like,
well, she's playing she likes to play mind games, and she's kind of trying to break down that she is a real manipulator. So she might not be like communicating it the best way, but I understand what she's implying. She would get to know you. She wouldn't be like this. She'd be sweet and like sexy and fun. She'd be laughing, smiling. She'd be trying to seduce you. And as she's seducing you and being like, what do you do? She's collecting information, And then she'd be like, I like your car and I like this. I like your clothes. Damn, you always have like cool clothes on. I wish I could get some cool clothes. Like she would.
No, she would be like, you dress like shit.
No.
Right?
No.
Well, I thought she has to put you down first.
No. I think she would definitely.
At first she builds you up.
Yeah. She would do that. It would be full seduction, you know.
You know what though?
And then she would flip things on you when she needs the thing.
When she needs the thing.
She would also listen, like if she would try to get you to speak, so try to get you to share information, and she's retaining all the information so that she can pick the thing to push at, you know.
She's a cool girl.
She's very cool.
You want to bring her home to mom.
Yeah.
But you know what I'm thinking is if her motivation is money, like why not just wife up some sweet nerd who's like, you know what I mean? Like then date the nerd.
He'd have to be a whale for her to want to do that.
A whale.
A big baller.
Like, okay.
You know what I mean? There's not that many people out there that like, first of all, like you have to have access to somebody like that.
To nerds, yeah.
Yeah. And then the nerd has, if he's that successful, he has tons of options.
Got you. Oh, so she's going for like the outliers, like the older guys.
She's just going, she's like she's your typical gold digger basically.
Yikes.
But she's like, instead of like keeping it to herself, she's making posts about it. But yeah, she's
So weird.
I mean, she's savvy. This is an intelligent person for sure. You know, she knows she is like clearly going after older men who have money to pay for things. That's like in complete MO. But yeah, to answer your question, if it was a guy who was like, you know, fucking multi-millionaire, she probably would want to like latch on to him, but she probably doesn't meet those men, you know?
Well, yeah, like just make some nerd's life better. You know, like put your titties in one guy's face and like make his life fun.
I think that's not the thrill.
She's not
though.
a sweet lady.
Yeah.
She doesn't have good motivations.
Yeah.
Like I want to love.
It's also that's not exciting because somebody like this, they they want the excitement.
Yeah, of fucking people over.
Of like, yeah,
Which is yeah, that's cool, right?
yeah.
Who doesn't love to fuck people over? It's
Unless
awesome.
she lands that whale, you know, which is probably.
Shit, her titties ain't even all that. You know what I'm saying? They're a little hangy and shit. Like she got them dog titties already. She looked like she'd been breastfeeding already. My titties look like that.
Okay.
What? I can say it. I'm a girl.
I'll just want to say this right away. I think you're a bad person, but I like your tits.
They're a little flat for her age. I think she's already breastfed.
So, anyway, cool chick. Big fan. Thank you for watching that highlight here from YMH Studios. That was a highlight or a clip, whichever word you prefer. You watched it, and there are so many more little bite-sized episode things. They're just click them. Maybe it's someone screaming or bleeding. Maybe it's just laughing at someone, making fun of them.